What's going on, guys? Brother Russia here, back with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And today we are taking on the Extreme Z area for the LR Majin Buu and BABADI unit. So they do finally have their own like EZA stage, EZA area stage. So we do have certain units that we have to use, which are these 6 units right here. Now, there are 2 different leader skills you can use here. One is you can actually use the Int Gohan and Videl, because they are a 77% Majin Buu Saga category leader. Or what I'm opting to use is this the LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, because they're a Hybrid Saiyan or Joined Forces category, Key 3 120% instead of the 77. The only one that's not going to get anything is this Hercule right here. He's obviously not on Joined Forces, and he's not a Hybrid Saiyan, so he's the only one that's not going to be getting any kind of buff here. But realistically, I'm not too worried about that, because the rest of the team is going to be getting a 120% leader skill instead of a 77%. So I think I would rather take the 120 over the 77 personally. You know, if we may have a couple runs here and there where, you know, Hercule may cost us a run or something like that. But, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, obviously, hopefully it doesn't. But either way, I still think that running the 120% over the 77 is probably the better way to go. Now, obviously, with the LR BABADI and Buu here, with them finally getting their EZA, he turns into a Majin Buu Saga category Key 4 150%. So it's actually a pretty good like free-to-play leader skill, to be honest with you. And then on top of that, we have his 12 key super, which on his 12 key, he raises attack. He raises attack and defense for 1 turn. He causes colossal damage to the enemy. He gets a high chance of sealing, and he gets a high chance of stunning. So it's a 50% chance to stun and a 50% chance to seal. He also does raise his attack and defense by 30%. And then on the 18 key, he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes mega colossal damage with a high chance of sealing or stunning. So it's still a 50% stun seal chance, but then the greatly raised attack and defense goes up to 50% from 30%. Now the other thing is real quick, the medals that you need 45 medals. So that's kind of like the only downfall of this is you do have to run it essentially like 9 times unless you get the question mark stage. If you get the question mark stage, it kind of knocks the amount of runs that you have to do down a little bit. So we're gonna try to hopefully get lucky and get maybe like one of those question marks to pop up, and, you know, reduce the amount of runs that we have to do here. But going back to the Buu here, his passive is he gets Key +5, 150% attack and defense. He gets a additional 50% attack and defense when performing a super. He launches a additional attack that has a high chance to become a super. He gets a high chance of dodging enemies' attacks, including supers. Then he gets a additional 3 key, 50% attack and defense, and launches an additional super attack when the target enemy is in attack down status, in defense down status, stunned, or the target enemy's super attack is sealed. So if you can get that seal or that stun off, then you get an additional 3 key and 50% attack and defense on that attack. And then you get a additional 3 key and all enemies attack and defense minus 20% for 4 turns after dodging an attack. And he recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn in which an attack was received. So as long as he gets hit, basically, that's all you really need to do is just make sure that he gets hit and you can recover HP. So if we go down here, links, like his links, let's see here, link wise, he's looking like he's got Master of Magic, Thirst for Conquest, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Fear and Faith, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Power. And then he is on Majin Buu Saga, Join Forces, Terrifying Conquerors, Inhuman Deeds, and Worldwide Chaos. Also, we are very, very low here HP wise. Wow, we did not get a whole lot of supers off, huh? Wow, this was actually a terrible rotation, to be honest with you. But yeah, I mean, this Buu is definitely going to be very good for, especially for like a team that he's got currently. You know, him leading his own leader skill and everything like that. I think getting this Buu on there would be a very good, you know, like 5th, 6th option, I would say. I don't see why you couldn't really use him. And then on top of that, if you're on like the JP version, the Battlefield BABADI and Deborah LR actually just got their EZA as well. And they do share 6 out of the 7 links together. So that is actually a very good linking partner. Same with the Int LR BABADI actually. He shares 6 links with this Buu as well. So you do have a couple different options on who you can use. Also, we did actually get the question mark, which is actually like phenomenal. So that's going to save us at least, you know, 1 extra run. I want to say, I think you get like 7 medals from the question mark. So I think it's like 7 medals plus it's either like 2 or 3 that you get from the beginning. So I think it might be like 10 medals that you get. So I mean, that right there just drastically helps with how many runs you have to do here. Now we will obviously check and see how many medals we're at, but I want to say we're still a little ways away from being completely done. Yeah, I guess we can just leave the rotation like this. Yeah, that should be fine. But then, yeah, this Buu, I believe since they got their like EZA campaign, they did finally get a like boost for the event. So it should be a lot easier to farm up the like the BABADI and then the BABADI Buu and an actual like SA10 copy an SA5 copy if you decide to want to do that grind again. Me personally, I don't know. I think I might just use Kai's instead, because unless it was one of the ones where like I think it was the AGL Prime Battle Trunks actually. He had like a double category boost, and because he had that double category boost, you got so many extra medals and everything because of that. I want to say you were able to get him done in like 15 minutes, honestly. So yeah, so we're at 23 medals. We still need 22 medals. So yeah, I mean, we'll just run this obviously just a couple more times and get this done. But let me actually get this pulled up on my other monitor here. Let me see what the updated event is, like what the EZA or the campaign is. Let me see what the category for Buu is gonna be. Let's see. So if we go to Buu, good old Majin Buu. I mean, I think I'll definitely do like a video on them. I'll do like a level 10 link video, rainbow showcase and everything. I guess we'll test them out and see how good the EZA is for them. So where are you at? So here's your event. Okay, maybe not. Where, oh where are you, Boo? Okay, so Majin Buu Saga, that's the increased drop rate. Which I'm sure that there's a decent amount of like free-to-play LRs from Majin Buu Saga that we could use. Let me actually pull it up here. Let me see. The free-to-play LRs, I mean, we got... who can we use here? The LR, Goten, Gohan, and Kid Trunks. They're free to play. You can use the Tech Hercule. I think you can use the 1000-day Goku. I think he can work here. The physical Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. And I guess you could technically use this Buu on there because he is a Buu Saga leader. Yeah, LR BABADI, and I think you can use the LR BABADI and Deborah as well. So I mean, you can run a full LR team, and that'll like dramatically and drastically help with like metal drop rates and stuff like that. So there kind of is like that option in a sense. I don't know. Maybe I might do that grind again, and maybe I'll just like run it a couple times and see what the drop rate is. And you know, if it's something that I think is going to be an easy run, then I'll just do it. But man, 777 medals is quite a lot, especially when you're only getting like 5 medals or 10 medals per run. Now, if you're getting like the big boys, like if you're getting some 20 medal runs, then that's a different story. But you do also have like the power level boosts and stuff like that. So I mean, that can help out. But I really wish that they would go back to like the double category boosts, because I think those are pretty cool. I think they've only done it twice, and I think one of them was the Prime Battle LR Trunks, and the other one was the I want to say, I think it is the physical like Beerus Manaka unit. I think it's what is it? Is it like Epi Gals and Universal Survival Saga, I think is what it is. I could be wrong, but there is one event where you can run like both of them together, and you essentially just run Universal Survival Saga like female characters, and you can get through it like super quickly because the drop rate is... Oh no, wait, no, I apologize. It's not the Beerus Manaka. It's the one where you can farm up the medals to awaken like the Peppy Gals units, essentially. That's the one I was thinking of. But yeah, I really wish that they would go back to doing more of those, because I think those actually are pretty cool. To have like the double boosted rates, it just helps so much with like farming and stuff like that, especially if you can find like the units that fit on both categories, then obviously that just makes it even better. But who knows? I mean, there's a whole lot of story events and stuff like that they still have to do, so I'm sure they'll be able to I'm sure they might do something like that in the future. Hercule, you're not supposed to take that much damage, bro. Let's do it like this. The only, you know, I do gotta say, the one thing I hate is like the units that they make you use just don't link up very well. I think like the best linking partners here are the failed Gotenks units. But other than that, like everybody else does not link up very well. Oh wow, we are like, whew, we are right there. We are like borderline death right now. I'm not a huge fan of that at all. Wow. I guess we can just do that. You link up better like this. Maybe we can heal up a little bit right there. And I guess we'll just give you guys that. Okay, as long as he doesn't super, we'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be into that. Yeah, that's the only thing is like, the units don't link well, and because they don't link well, we end up running into scenarios like that right there, where we get very close to dying, and nobody wants to do that. But let's take a look real quick at how many medals we're at. We're only at 36. Wow. I thought we were way further than that. Oh, beautiful. We got a question mark. Question mark's good. So that's what? That'll be 9 medals that I get. Actually, that'll take us right up to exactly how many medals we needed. Yeah. This should take us right up to the 45 medals that we need, and then we should be pretty much all done here. Watch this be like where I get killed or something like that. I'll be tilted. Oh my god. 200k? Well, I mean, we survived. I mean, we still have a good amount of health left. Or a decent amount, I should say. All the units are supering, so we should be okay on this front. I kind of wish the Goten, the LR Goten Trunks and Gohan, I just wish they did a little bit more. They're honestly, they're pretty disappointing as a unit. I really hate to say that, but I mean, they really are. I guess we'll just do this to make sure you get a super. Make sure you get a super, and we'll make sure you get super. Give us a little bit of healing too. The more health that we recover, the better, obviously. Oh, we're so close. Yeah, this is the thing. I'm gonna be tilted if we actually like die here, because we are. This is like the run to get us completely done with this. We can't get. Really, we couldn't get a crit or anything. All right, Hercule, can you get a crit for me right here with your super mega ultra punch? Oh my god, we did. And who would have thought it would be Hercule to finish the round for us? Oh, that's actually perfect. That is actually hilarious. But yeah, let's check here. 45 medals, perfect. Let's go over here. Let's go to growth. We'll go to awaken. Now we'll go to physical extreme. Boom, there he is. Go ahead and awaken him real quick. So there we go, easy aid. And let's go over here to the missions, because there are missions that were associated with this. And we can collect all of these right here. And there we go. So we got 6 stones, Outer Kai, 2 Zenny statues, and a couple friend points, which nobody really cares about the friend points. And then here you can actually, once you get the unit to SA 25, you can get 5 free Kais. But yeah, you also, if you accept all these, you basically get all of your orbs back that you put into it, and then you get just free Kais essentially, and a whole lot of stones. So definitely get it done. But there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider hitting that like button, and if you guys are new here, subscribe as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.